They were seen as the champions of the Irish people at one point. However, they've given themselves over to the globalist mantra. They are now seen as being anything but pro-Irish. And in fact, as you know, I was over in Ireland there a few months ago. I was on a march with about 10,000 Irish patriots from the Garden of Remembrance marching up to the old post office in O'Connell Street, the site of where it all kicked off in 1916. A lot of history involved in that place, you know, a lot of memories there for the Irish people going way back. And, you know, I couldn't believe my ears, because there was chants in thousands of these Irish people that were marching there saying Sinn Féin are traitors. Now, I want to come back to the Good Friday Agreement that Tony Blair, the former British Prime Minister, was involved in back in the 80s. And he did a deal with Sinn Féin. And one of the things that was interesting was that one of the parts of the deal was that they would be able to continue as a political party to garner funds from America, yes, and indeed other places.
You're right, Jim. Yeah, you've got there. Yeah, I was about to say, I could see where you were going. Yeah, you're right over the target there. Yeah.
Right. Now, I mean, this is clearly, I mean, a lot of American Irish, I mean, there's loads of people from Ireland that have Scottish and Irish ancestry and connections back to the motherland, back to the homeland. They're going to be pretty shocked to hear that Sinn Féin, that they may be donating money to, are anything but pro-Irish. I mean, what would you be saying to the American people out there that love Ireland, that love their Irish ancestry and their connections to Ireland? What would you say to them about donating to Sinn Féin?
Well, I would say, I see you're not donating. You're donating to a party that just wants to get into power and will do anything to do that. Now, most of them are like that, but Sinn Féin made a catastrophic strategic mistake. They, coming across as a blunder, but I think that they were forced into it, right, because of the way the party has been funded historically, and they were getting their instructions from their masters. And when this kicked off, as you went from 10% of popular concerns up to 75%, which is illegal immigration, illegal people coming in, being trafficked in, without any paperwork at all, claiming to be refugees, and their young men, single young men coming in. They're not coming in with families, and they're being billeted together. I mean, that's pretty frightening stuff for a small population like ours, which is largely homogeneous. High levels of homogeneity in our culture. So we know what's going on. It's not like a big, huge city. I mean, our biggest city is Dublin, which is really a minnow in comparison to big cities like 19 million in Istanbul, for example, just to pick a comparison. We know each other. We're all one or two steps removed. We know what's going on. We can see it. And we talk about it. So this is a much smaller country, and therefore the communication lines are much shorter. We see what's going on. People aren't stupid. And so Sinn Féin failed to stand up for the local communities that they had been sticking their chest out as protecting the working man, etc., and looking after them with the kind of socialist type policies that that makes sense to them. And how they would finance that is another question. But that was their pitch. And they deserted their pitch. So when this swung in as a huge issue of major concern for the population, Sinn Féin turned on their entire core base. Now, their base had grown because they were making the right sounds, but their core base ran them out of housing estates, canvassing during the local election. They ran them out of it. Said, "Don't come here." I mean, when you cross working class people, decent, ordinary people in whatever country, but especially over here, they make up their mind. And once they make up their mind, that's it. You don't debate with them. They're not interested. They've made up their mind. They see you for what you are. And that's what happened. So Sinn Féin are in strategic trouble, trying to recover that now.